Righto?
Yeah, but well,
So
hold
you,
on, guys. What did we see down there? What the hell was that thing? That something from Savini? Do you think that that's the woman that was in the box earlier? No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
classic.
like, because that's the one thing I want to do, right? Like, I want to check her out, because I know that, like, talking to, what's his face? What is his face?
Savini?
Henry? Talking to Henry earlier, he ran into some clips of the newspaper, so does she look more like her, or does she look like maybe the girl from the theater?
So as you're saying this, the three of you head over to the box that Henry was looking at, because Jarrett, you would have seen him. And you guys all pick up the stills, and you see the woman that Henry was referring to earlier. And you realize that is the woman in the basement, but she's completely different. The image from 3 years ago looks nothing like the creature you saw in the basement. She's, again, gaunt, with skin falling off her face and her hair down in front of her and missing teeth and just rotten.
Yeah, well, maybe we should go talk to Savini, because maybe she's just, like, sick or something.
Was not,
Not sick
Did I
anymore.
kill it? She's fine.
Damn it,
She's
Jarrett.
just fine.
Edward, what did you find down there?
Listen, I don't know if you could handle it if I told you. That, whatever it was eating whoever else was in there. Because there's nothing else left in there except for old skin and bones. And I'm not exaggerating.
Well, wait a second then. So if there was, like, skin and bones, is this maybe the homeless people that have been missing? Can we maybe look? Do they have any clothing or articles or something to tie them into that maybe we could say, like, hey?
I'm going to say this again. We need to get back to that theater and talk to Savini himself. Because this son of a bitch has to pay for his crimes.
And we're the people to avenge this girl's death? We're the people to confront them? What about the police?
What about the police? What have the police ever done for you, Frank?
I feel like Roland wanted us to see this stuff.
I don't even know you guys. The only reason I'm here is because of this goddamn letter from Roland.
Yeah, well, and none of you guys, like the three of you got letters, but none of you have a way to contact him? It's just like a he contacts you sort of thing? Maybe
My
you should
letter
take it.
says-
Did you look at your letters?
My letter says that I need to that Frank needs to contact Roland.
Yeah, I have either Frank or Edward call him.
How the
I
fuck?
don't
Who
have
was
a
called
number.
them?
Hello.
So wait. Henry, your letter says that I need to call Roland?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Roland is. Frank?
Shit. Maybe we're supposed to see more. Maybe we are supposed to confront this Mancini guy or whatever, this magician.
I'm telling you.
Henry Mancini? Is that his name? Sounds familiar.
Savino.
And I head to
Savigno.
the front door and I say, listen, guys, I think it's probably better that we don't talk to anybody about what we saw here. Fucked up, but the police will stumble around it when the room goes back up on the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I still think we should try to check out Savini.
Yeah, I agree.
Because honestly, like I get that what he was doing is wrong, but like I don't know. I've never had a loved one, but I think that if something like got really sick, I don't know the extremes that I would go to try to protect that loved one.
All right, Jared, whatever you say, let's get a move on.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so the four of you head out the door, locking it behind you, or does someone crawl through the window at the back?
We go out the same way we came in. We lock the door and we all climb out the window.
Perfect. And you pass the blood-soaked shed without even looking in it. I'm just kidding.
Ah.
So the five of you walk back, but there is a shed. So the five of you walk back towards the theater. It's now late, and the already scary, I can't think of a better word, the already vagrant-esque nature of the streets seems that much more frightening. And you approach the theater, and the marquee is dimly lit, and the lights of the theater are already off.
Let's go see what we can find, and I go into the front door.
Okay, so the front door is locked.
Go to the
What's
back.
the name of the magician again? Savini?
Savini, yeah. So you walk around the side, Edward, and you see that the stage door is open.
I
All
yell
right.
back. Fellas, let's go.
So the four of you walk down the alley. The homeless man is luckily gone.
And I walk right in.
And you
No
see
knock.
that it's almost just a slit open. It is wedged, but it's not open all the way. And as you walk in, you hear Savini. Sorry, I should describe it a little better. You walk in, and the stage is to your left. You're already behind the curtain, and the theater seats where you were watching earlier is all to your right, riding up into the bleachers, to the light box, and all that kind of stuff. The theater looks like it goes back behind the stage. It follows a wall at the back, along the back, and right now you can actually hear some movement way up in the bleachers.
You see anything up there, Henry? Oh,
Give me a spot hidden, Henry.
anything.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I see something up there.
Wow. Okay, so you actually see Savini, and
There he is.
and he's kind of just going up
There
and
he
down,
is.
and you hear him, and he goes, "Damn it, damn it, damn it!" And you hear the theater door open, and you hear the theater door close.
The door we just came in?
No, the main door, the one that was locked when you came to it.
Can I run
Savini?
after him and chase him down?
If you'd like
He's
to.
an old
for sure.
man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to chase him down.
Okay. So, Henry, you chase after him, and Frank, Jarrett, Edward, what are you guys doing?
Hanging around. I'm going to search around this place.
I'm gonna go out the back door and see if I can trap him.
Okay. Edward, you start walking down the back lane, and you see a small office with a star on it that says Savini. And there's a light on in the office, or the dressing room, I should say. And there's a light on and a small window, too. It's kind of like one of those old-fashioned ones.
So I push the door open.
Jarrett, are you with him or what?
I'm a little lost right now. I
You're
don't know.
lost?
Uh-oh. Well, I'm all frozen up and shit.
Can you hear us?
Well, it looks like Frank
Yeah,
is trying
I
to
can
cut
hear.
off- Frank is trying to cut off Savini. Henry is chasing after him. Edward is searching Savini's office.
I think I'd probably check the office because the other part sounds like a little too physical confrontation for me.
Okay, so you follow Edward into the office, and the two of you push open the door, and you see his office. Again, very packed, lots of things in boxes. It looks like he's about to leave. But give me a spot hidden, whoever's is higher.
Mine is 50. No. Yes, mine is 50.
Well, you go ahead, Eddie. Mine's 50 as well.
Okay. 14. Success.
Yes, excellent.
Good choice.
So, you root around a little bit, and you go through some drawers, and you check the waste paper bin. And in the bin, or on top of the bin rather, is an old-fashioned crank paper shredder. Well, in this time, it's new, a current paper shredder. And within it, you find a bunch of shreds of paper, and you pull them out and you lay them on the desk. And I posted them on the Facebook. Spiritual advisors, these guys need your help. see if you can't quickly look through those shredded pieces of paper and find what is inside them. As well as Edward and Jarrett, you guys can go to the Facebook page right now and look for yourselves. Meantime, I will talk to Henry and Frank about what they're doing. So, Henry, you run up after him. And by the time you hit the stairs, or hit the door to the lobby, the main door is already shut.
All right. I try to get out in time.
Okay, so
There's
you
no way
run
I'm
up.
going to catch him at this. The pace he's going. And I also think back to the letter that tells me not to take him down on my own. And that it could. I don't think he's exactly what meets the eye. I mean, he's a magician to begin with. But I'm going to see if, keep running after him to see if he dropped anything. And if I don't see anything, I want to go back up to where he was sitting, saying, "Damn it, damn it, damn it."
Okay, so you run up to the door and it is locked. There's not a twist lock. It's one of those key in, key out type thing. So again, unfortunately, you cannot get to him. However, you do come back into the top and search around where he was looking, and do a spot hidden for me.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, it's a success.
What's your spot hidden? 75?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see a few hairs, graying hairs that you immediately recognize as Savini's. However, as you pick them up and you look at them, they feel twiny, almost as if they're not real.
Mm.
Justin, Frank, you're out into the alleyway, and you run towards the direction that the front exit is?
Yeah, where the front door was.
Okay. And you run up to the edge of the alleyway and kind of peek out, or you just go up bolting?
I just peek out.
Perfect. So you peek out and you see Savini with about 5 large men, and he's talking to them about loading up the truck. He's saying, no, this needs to go here, and this make sure this goes here, and I need this to go there, and da-da-da-da-da. And you actually, give me a listen roll.
Sure. Ooh, 78. And I will spend... I will spend 3 luck to make it so.
You're blowing through your luck. All right. So you do overhear Savini say something more hushed to one of the large men. He says, "Look, load up all the magic gear and stuff like that. Bring it to my house, unload it, and then leave me here. I'll need at least an hour alone in the theater." I don't know what his accent is anymore, but he says, "Make sure no one's here, but I will ride with you for the time being. Afterwards, I'll come back and just let me be alone." So you know that
He's coming back
he's coming back and he'll be alone.
for an hour. Okay. So I go back into the theater, and who do I find first?
I assume Henry will be walking back down the aisles.
All right, Henry. Did you hear what I heard outside on the street? Savini? He was speaking to 5 thugs, and he said that he'll be back soon. They're going to load all of his magic stuff into his house. I have a feeling they might be late, but anyways, he's coming back alone.
So did Savini not see us?
I don't think he did.
Savini did not
acted very
see
differently.
you. No, Savini did not see either of you, actually, because Frank was hidden behind the wall, and he just got out of your...
So what I suggest is we prepare a little ambush when he comes back in. Maybe we can question him proper, like.
Find some good hiding spots?
You got.
Good idea. I'm on board.
Let's get the other guys to make sure that they don't foil it by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys are looking through as these guys are looking through the rubbish bin and trying to piece this together, you guys walk down the stage and find them in Savini's dressing room as well. And the 4 of you kind of lean over the piece of paper that you're looking at currently. And I've also posted a higher resolution version, because I know the resolution that's posted is down a little bit. But so far, everyone who's commented and posted is on the right track. However, this will also be easier if you guys keep looking a little bit, and you'll find out basically what you're looking for.
Okay, well, let's keep looking.
Okay, so all four of you, just a few of you, what? Who wants to keep working on the...
I don't want to work on that.
That's not Henry's kind of game.
No, I like to look for hidden things. And...
All right, well, it looks like Alex is doing work
I'll
with you guys.
look at it. I'll look at it too.
Okay, so Henry and Jarrett?
Yeah, I'll be looking around.
So you two leave Sabini's office and you start walking around the stage. And you do see a small stairwell, a very thin stairwell, hugged up against the back wall that's almost missable. It's behind a thin curtain. And when you walk down and turn, there's a large metal door with a combination lock on it.
I relay this information back to them. You guys.
Okay. So you run back upstairs and say...
Actually, before I go upstairs, I'd like to take a look at the lock and see if I'm a fairly good locksmith in some ways. So see if there's any way I can crack it if I needed to. And yeah, how many numbers I need per se?
So you know you need 3 two-digit numbers.
So okay.
And you relay
And,
that to everybody.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky one. I don't know if I could crack it.
No, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Relay back to them. Say maybe that thing you have has some of that information on there.
3 two-digit numbers. I can't say digit.
I see 19 and 21. I see 88. I see 2055.
Looks like...
Guys, I believe this is a work order for 3 coffins.
We got...
Weston. Something now.
What about 12, 35, and 5?
51.2.
12,
12, 35, and something else.
51.2 and 3.88.
I'm gonna go back to the safe and try 12, 35, 15.
Well, it's $12, $35, and $5.
You sure there's nothing cut off there?
No.
Oh, it's dollar symbol. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's also 51.2 and 3.88.
Yeah.
You guys are very, very close.
Well, I'll try the combinations. We'll start running all the numbers we got. So we got 12, we got 35,
And
we
5.
got 51.
12, 35, and 5.
Yeah, we'll get rid of 5. We'll say 51. Oh, but there's a 5 and a 3 there.
51.2, and that's the 3.88.
What if we went along the same line? There's just like if
There's
maybe
also-
this is a work order for the safe.
81
safe-
Providence Avenue. 481 Providence Avenue.
Yeah, so that's an address.
2055.
They don't have decimal numbers on this thing, right?
What?
No.
There would be-
There are
weird.
decimal numbers.
No, those are not decimals. They are commas.
I don't know what it is. It's
53,
51, 23, 80,
Everybody talk at the same time.
51, 23, 8 something.
So 51, 23,
88.
88?
Yeah.
51, 23, 88. You guys walk down to the large metal door, and you run those numbers, and with a click, the door swings open.
All right, fellas, who's going in?
Well, like, do we need my pen light again?
Yeah, we will.
You guys have one fucking pen light.
All right.
So Henry's going in?
Yeah, just make sure the door doesn't close on me.
All right.
Okay. So you guys stand back there, the door?
Yeah, well, I'll
stand
be
back.
at the door with the pen light so that he doesn't have to hold it.
I'm gonna go up the theater and just make sure nobody's coming.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So you go stand up on the stage.
Yeah.
All right. So so Henry, you walk into the stage, and this is the belly of the stage. And as you do, it's a very short corridor, and what you would imagine is just above the center of the stage. And as you do, you start smelling the sweet irony smell of fresh blood. And as you shine your pen light in the small room that you're in, you start seeing droplets of blood on the floor. And Jarrett, where are you?
Yeah, well, I was saying at the door with the pen light, trying to angle it to wherever he
So are you
wanted.
walking? It's a bit of a hall, so you'd have to go in to see.
Yeah, I would do that. I just kind of follow him so that his hands are free to do whatever.
Okay. Eddie, where are you?
Well, let me ask you first. Have we caught Savini?
No.
Okay, well,
But he
I
might
will
be
go wait by the back door then.
Okay. And Frank, where are
Stage
you?
door I came in.
I'm waiting off stage,
Okay. And-
just off to the side, just keeping an eye on the door. Because if someone barges in, then and I'm standing in the middle of the stage, then that would be kind of, you know,
Okay.
just listening.
Perfect. So, Henry, as you enter the room and the smell hits you, Jarrett shines the light in the corner, and you see the decaying body of a young man, clearly homeless. His eyes kind of just dead white. And as you continue pressing in, you see a young woman lying in the center with a broken leg. And again, she's also dead.
I think we found the homeless people. I searched the bodies.
Okay, so you look at the girl, and you see she's still wearing clothes. However, it looks like on her left leg, where the break was, it looks like large strips of flesh were cut out of her and peeled off and taken. And you see in the corner stacks of brown paper packaging. Not stacks, a few sheets of them. As well as
butcher paper.
Yeah, butcher paper. As well as you continue shining around, guys, you see.
Justin, why are you in Venice?
Oops.
You see different. Stains of blood and sinew and things like that. And clearly, this is where something bad has happened.
Yeah, well, do you think like Savini's like one of those creatures, like his wife?
I think that Savini was killing for his wife, feeding her.
So, Edward, as you're sitting by the backstage, you see Savini walk towards you.
What?
Savini's walking the alleyway, and he kind of catches your eye. And he says, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yes, Savini. We were at your show this evening. I wanted to talk to you about Roland.
And he looks at you and says, "I don't think I know Roland, but if you'd like a ticket for another show, I'm sorry, but this was my last one tonight."
What about the screams?
What?
You know, the screams. I'm sure you know what we're talking about.
So
And I holler up, "Hey guys, Savini's here!"
his face goes white, and he turns and he runs.
Ah. I chase after him.
Okay,
dog.
so you chase after him, and he turns and he begins kind of running down side streets and things like that. Quite quickly for a man his age. However,
Boxer is in great shape.
I was just going to say, however, you catch him very easily. Meanwhile, Henry, you and Jarrett are down there, and Frank, you're standing on the stage, and you hear someone yell, "Savini's here." But as you do, the doors to the top of the staircase open very slowly, and a man steps in.
Top of the staircase, as in up at the front.
Behind the audience, yeah.
Oh, okay. And I try to keep an eye on him. Would I be able to alert the other guys conspicuously?
You can try. I don't know, how would you do it inconspicuously? Tell me. Actually, there is a way that you could probably do it, but you gotta tell me.
Okay. I don't have a pen light, and I don't read minds, so I... Are there any, like... Okay, so the mechanisms of the theater.
I'm a little worried about Alex's double fisting.
I'm skiing.
The mechanisms of the theater, are they, like... Is there any rig that I would be able to, like, pull a wire that is attached to the wire?
Roll an idea. I'll just give it to you.
Alright, thanks, man. Rolling idea. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so you're standing on the stage, correct?
Yes.
So, presumably, it must have been a trapdoor that they fell through, because otherwise it wouldn't have worked to get onto the stage. So all you do, realizing this, is you tap your foot, kind of in an odd way, like a tut 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 tut.
Okay.
And
All right,
Henry,
Tut, tut, tut. Seems like rain.
Henry, I'm going to give it to you that you would hear that at the very least. How you want to interpret it as your call.
So I imagine that there's a trapdoor in the ceiling that would drop the bodies into this space where he could then butcher them.
Yes.
I look for the trapdoor opening.
Okay. So yeah, you give me a spot hidden. It's tough with the little light too. Little pen light.
Success.
Perfect. So yeah, you do see him, or you do see the little switch, and if you'd like, you can throw it. And
Sure.
Frank, as you are walking down, as the man is walking down the stairs towards you, he's very confident in his steps. And he says, "Frank Nelson Underhill."
And I freeze.
I said, "I believe you got my letter."
This is Roland?
And Edward, you catch Savini only maybe 10 feet from your own car. And he's kind of pleading with you. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. They tasted so good.
I immediately punch him in the head.
Non-lethal. Try to knock him out.
Yeah, do I knock him out?
Um,
I'm a boxer.
I mean, yeah, you can, but sure. Yeah, you knock him out.
And I'll do I have my keys on me? My car keys?
Yeah, of course. It's your car, bro.
Perfect. So I put him in the trunk. And I put a blanket over his head.
Okay. So you lock him in the boot of your car. Perfect.
Locked in the trunk of the car.
Feels
like I wake up as Savini in another game many, many years ago.
So you that video we made.
Yes.
So you
No, not that one.
So Frank walks, he's kind of walking towards you. Says, "I think you got my letter."
And I turn towards him and stand in the open and say, "Yeah, I did. I've seen some horrible things tonight. Why did you want to speak to me?"
"It's not just you I want to speak to. Do you have the others here?
I do. And I tap on the stage again.
Okay. And Henry, what do you do?
I'm gonna throw the switch when Jarrett's in the right place. Have him drop down.
You mean Frank?
Yeah.
Poor Jarrett. And Jarrett, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, do I hear him? Do I hear the foot tapping?
Yeah, you would hear it as well.
All right. Well, just some guy tapping.
You can always go up and sneakily look.
I was gonna say, didn't Frank say that he was gonna go up and keep an eye out?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so maybe he's trying to warn us. Maybe we need to get up there and help him. Maybe he's trying to subtly be like, "Hey, I need yous."
Okay.
Maybe we can save him if we make him drop down at the right time.
Sure. So if you want to do that, I'll go up.
Tap twice if you need me.
All right,
So,
so I say, Roland, they can hear you. They're here.
And I say, or Roland says, who can hear me?
Oh.
The other guys.
Oh, excellent. Edward, Henry, Jarrett, did you find what I thought you would find here?
Yeah, I leave with them to show up. Like, yeah, we found it.
Okay, so you guys kind of reluctantly come up from the backstage.
Yeah.
And Roland stands there and looking at the trap, and he says, "Nice to meet you all in the flesh, finally. Where's Eddie?" And Eddie, at this point, you are returning through the side door.
Yeah, I come back through the back door.
And
Just
Roland
as I
turns to
hear
you.
that question, here I am.
And he
Here
says,
I am.
"Do you guys have Savini?"
I locked him in the trunk of my car. The guy was dirty. Dirty as mold.
Yeah, but like blue cheese is mold and we eat it.
I know, it was an odd reference.
And he says, "Understandable. Well, long story short, there was a reason I brought you all here or asked you all here. And I think that reason can be revealed very shortly, but we have one last thing to do before this night is out." And he hands you guys a slip of small paper, probably to Frank. And you unfold it, and it's a map. A map to a place maybe an hour away. And it's a little X in the middle of the woods. And he says, "Meet me here with Savini, and we'll end this thing." And here's the map. And this is the spot in the woods.
Oh my gosh.
And he says, "I need each of you. You'll see that there was a reason behind all this very quickly. But for now, this place isn't safe. And with a monster like that locked up in your trunk, Eddie, none of us are safe. I'll be there and answer all your questions." And he leaves.
Well, after what we've seen tonight, I think that it might be a good idea to stock up. I want to end whatever's going on. Stock up. Really arm ourselves. I got a gun back at my place. It would have come in handy against that savage bitch down in the basement.
Listen, I'm going to take Savini up to this spot. Why don't you guys meet me up there?
Yeah.
Frank, go get your gun.
I don't have a way to get there. If you don't mind, Edward, I'd like to come with you.
Well, I don't mind necessarily, but I gotta stop at my ex-wife's place. Yeah, might be in the car for a little while.
That's fine. Better than walking.
Sure.
So
Yeah, Frank, can I get in with you?
Actually, no.
I think it makes sense for us all to go together. Yeah. Come with me. why don't we all go? I'll swing back to my place. At least we'll have one firearm. And then we bring this guy up to the spot before he wakes up. Sound good?
Sounds
Listen,
good.
guys. I don't even know you guys. Quite frankly. No pun intended, Frank. Put it this way. I know where this place is. I'll meet you guys there. Frank, you got a car, right?
Nobody
Yeah,
likes
I
you,
do.
Henry. And he was the one guy that Eddie liked.
But I ain't giving a bum a ride.
Or that the one guy that liked Eddie.
I
All
gotta
right.
be tough on this. I'm sorry, boy.
So, Frank, you're going home to pick up your gun?
Yeah, I'll bring the other two if they want to ride with me.
Oh, it's
Okay.
either that or I have to stop playing.
Well, luckily Frank's got a nice big car. So,
Yeah.
Frank, Jarrett, and Henry. Frank, you head to your house and you pick up your gun. Edward, you drive to the spot in the woods, and you guys all go. For whatever reason, you take a long fucking time. No, we'll say the timeline just stretched out a little bit, and it's very early morning by the time you guys are pulling up, because you took time. On the side of the road, you see Roland's car. And Edward, you get there first, and you drive up. And you pull Savini from your trunk, and Roland's standing there kind of nodding, and he points into the woods. And you push him off into the woods, and you start walking forward. As the three of you kind of drive up as well. And the three of you get out of your car, and he points, and the four of you walk into the woods, and Roland walks behind. Roland, under his arm, has a heavy double-barrel shotgun. So the five of you, right? Yes.
Mhm.
The five of you are standing in the woods just as dawn is coming. There's a soft mist in the hot, steamy woods. And between the five of you kneels Savini with a white cotton sheet over his head and his hands tied. And he kind of murmurs. And Roland looks to each of you. And he picks up the shotgun and he hands it to Henry. And he hands it to you. That's right, you take it. And he takes off his hat. And Henry, you recognize Roland as the man who helped you in the alley. Jarrett, you recognize Roland as the man you chased down this morning. Edward, you recognize Roland as the man who came to talk to you before tonight, or before this day, in your, fighting, offering you a chance. And he lights up the smoke and turns around, and he kind of spits softly. Look, I know you guys are all asking a lot of questions. Each of you have been picked for a reason. They're too soon to say, at least everything, but I had to get you all to see the horrors firsthand, to see the evil that exists in this world. This ghoul, and that's what it is, it's a ghoul. His previous wife started turning. He fed her. He ate the flesh. For weeks he's been killing homeless people and eating them himself and feeding them to his wife to keep her alive. This ghoul is only one of hundreds of thousands of monsters that lie beneath the surface of this city and beyond. They're everywhere. He's been murdering any people in order to turn himself into a ghoul. I brought you all here to make a choice.
You wanted to get that way?
He did. Ghouls have eternal life. It's a long story, but look, I brought you all here because I need help. This is not a fight I can win alone. And I need to know that the people I'm counting on can do what is necessary when they're backed against the wall. Eddie, I know you. You're a tough spirit. You're a tough son of a bitch. And when your back is against the wall, you're always up for a fight. Henry, you and I have spoken before, and I know that you'll do anything for your daughter and for what you think is right. Frank, I know you'll do anything to avenge the death of your wife. And Jared, I know you'll do anything to find out more. And I'm willing to give you each what you need. But I also need something in return, and that's to help me fight. There's no middle ground. There's no half measures. You're either in or you're out. And it starts here. And he kind of motions to the guy lying before you, or kneeling before you, as he kind of rocks back and forth.
You gonna do it, Henry?
I knew it. I shouldn't trust you.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Shot echoes through the woods as the four of you stand over the headless corpse lying between you.
I hand the gun back to Roland.
And he takes it, and he nods to each of you. And he says, but that's not the end of them. There are more. I didn't ask you to do this because I'm a sadistic motherfucker. I didn't do that. I did this because I need to know that each of you can be trusted. And because we need to help each other and count on each other. And he hands you a small piece of paper. This was sent to me a few weeks ago. I have to find out who it's from. And it's a house just up the way.
It's an address?
Yeah. I'll post it on the stream right now. Or after the game. I guess it would be easier. But we need to find the little girl. Can I count on each of you?
One
I don't
little girl.
I don't even know you, Roland. Who the fuck are you?
How can we come to you?
What's that?
I say above them as they're speaking. I say, how can we contact you? What's the best way?
This was an audition. I'm not here to delegate work to you. This was not meant to be your way of proving yourself to me so that I can hand this off to you. This is a fight that we all have a stake in. I'm with you every step of the way.
Sure.
This is for some little girl?
It's not just a little girl. There's something bigger to it. I don't know. For weeks and weeks, Jarrett's been tracking me down, and that's because I have a connection to this other world. I've seen the dark that lies behind it, and I know that there's a veil beyond our own that's seeping through slowly, and I think it starts here.
What's the pay? And do I get health insurance?
Eddie, you fucker. He turns to me and says, look, there's an old, there's a town just up the road on the way. It's called Orchards Run. I'm going to get a hotel room there and sleep the afternoon off because I'm tired. And I imagine you guys are. You have any questions, we can talk about it there. But this afternoon, I'm heading off to that house after a good nap, and I need each of you. I need your help.
I guess your answer will be if we're there tomorrow.
Well,
or later on today after your nap.
I have a spot in my car if someone wants to come get a nap with me.
Henry?
Well, if no one else lets me in their car, I guess so.
No.
So he kind of walks back, and he just says, "Leave the body. It's gonna be fine. Ghouls disintegrate after a certain amount of time." And with the shotgun kind of slumped under his shoulder, he puts it in the back of his trunk, and he says, "I'll meet you guys at Orchards Run. Does anyone need a ride?"
I'll meet you there.
Henry?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll come with you.
Hey, Henry, you sure you don't want to ride with me? I mean,
No, I
got
want to
stuff we
talk
saw
to.
today.
I gotta
Wanna
talk
ride
to
with me,
Roland
Henry?
about some things. No, I gotta talk to Roland about some things.
How long does
I
it take to
understand.
disintegrate exactly?
Jared, let's go. I'm tired. So he starts the car, and they start driving away. The end of part 1. Alex, go to bed.
Okay,
See you
thank you
next
very
week.
much.
There is a very short epilogue that I want to do real quick, but Alex can leave.
Yes, I will see you guys all next week. Take care. Good night.
Good night,
And
Alex.
see you around the table.
Yeah. Well, we're not leaving yet. That's Chris's line. All right. In the late spring of 1889, the Stansick family left their humble home across the seas and arrived on the east coast of the United States just in time for summer. When Conrad Stansick finally arrived at his new home, he breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that their journey had come to its end. Anticipation for their fresh start sent electricity through the air, and after the carriage driver concluded the unloading of their trunks and various furniture, Conrad thanked him with a more than generous tip. As the sun faded, the driver shook Conrad's hand, tipped his cap to his wife, and turned the carriage to leave. From behind him, the Stansick family stood on their new porch, waving the driver goodbye with a heartfelt smile. The driver turned one last time to give them a cheery farewell and a soft wave. This is the last time anyone outside the Stansick family ever saw them alive.